get to what happened next in a little bit. I want to speak about what happened at this moment, and that was as they were ready to get this match set up. Whose music should kick, but Samoa Joe? And Samoa Joe came out to a huge ovation, everyone chanting his name, and we go to commercial. And when we come back, Joe is at the announce desk. Now, Dio Madden has been out ever since Brock Lesnar F5'd him into another world.
Yeah.
And here Joe came out, and his excuse was, well, they wanted to put someone out here who was Brock Lesnar proof. So if he comes out for you again, King, I got your back. But
Clever.
I'm wondering what else is going on here, Nick. Are they prepping Joe for a commentary run? Are they seeing how he does? Are we replacing Dio Madden already? What was the thought here? First of all, Joe was great. Would you agree with that? Like he's
100% fantastic.
Smooth as
He's
silk.
been doing stuff on the desk for backstage for it was the Fox thing that they do.
He gave a promo school to Fluffy, whatever his name is. Gabriel Iglesias. And next week actually he's giving promo school to who has he gotten? He's got some other David Arquette's coming on next week to do promo school with him. So yeah, he's been doing stuff. He's been doing some backstage work. Do you think this was his audition?
I don't know. I don't want him to be. I don't want him to be done yet. I want Dio to be done. We can talk about that in a minute. But I don't want Joe to be done. You know, I just look. Vic Joseph is fine, but I think I can speak confidently and say that the WWE universe is mostly over Jerry Lawler and Dio Madden at this point. If there's anybody that disagrees with me, please let me know in chat, or come say hi in Facebook or something. But I taking the temperature of the WWE universe, it feels like everybody's mostly over those two at this point. So Vic is great as a center seat caller, but they need somebody like Joe, who was fantastic today, or last night. Sorry, on commentary. And even if it went down to just a two-man team again, like they've done on SmackDown with Michael Cole and Corey Graves, that would actually really work. So I thought this was fantastic this week. Jerry's shrieking is getting a little bit on my nerves because it's taking away from the good commentary that's going on out of the other two. And Dio just wasn't bringing anything to the table, unfortunately. He was so green that there just wasn't any emotion or passion or like solid commentary going on there, unfortunately. So
well, and the other thing I liked about Joe was that he was a really good heel announcer, right? He had that confidence. He was speaking from the heel perspective where he was taking like we had Andrade versus Seth and he was taking Andrade's side, right? But he was doing it in a way that seemed confident and cocksure, and he almost made sense, which is a really great heel announcer tactic where you're like, no, you're totally wrong, but I'm especially mad because you sound like you're right. You know what I mean? And it was as opposed to like the kind of shrieking we get from Corey and the abusiveness, which, I liked Joe's presentation here. I liked it a lot. It reminded me of a much more eloquent, much less bombastic Taz. And I mean that as a compliment. I like Taz as a commentator. But
I didn't think I would like him in Excalibur on AEW, but it's worked out.
Oh, it worked out great. Yeah. But that being said, Joe, I mean, it was noticeable how good he was during the show and how smooth his transitions were, and his play calls and his when he was excited. I think the one time I thought he had a strange reaction was during a particular run-in when Lucha House Party did a run-in. He started laughing. I love that. I loved it too. It was just he totally
his whole laugh track when there were beatdowns going on. He goes,
yeah, he just loves when people get.
Hey, don't mess with him. Just brilliant.
Great. That could be a great trait if he just makes it specific for when it's supposed to happen. But yeah, overall, I loved Joe as a commentator.